What's up guys, JDoc here from SeekaHost. Today we're going to be going over how you can get your free WordPress hosting here with SeekaHost. Yep, that's right, free. Completely free hosting here with SeekaHost. So make sure to stick around till the end of the video where we'll be going through how you can actually get your free hosting as well, and get yourself up and online within minutes. So let's just go over who this will realistically benefit. Now, if you're a student, if you're just starting up with a website, if you own a small business, if you're somebody simply looking for work and wanting to post your CV in a much better place than just posting it through people's letterboxes, online professionals that need to have an online presence, content creators, freelancers, and much, much more. With our free hosting here at SeekaHost, it's going to allow you to start up your website up to 500 megabytes for absolutely zero, and you don't even need to input your payment details. It's that free. Now let's just quickly go over the benefits, and of course, like I just mentioned, is the fact that it is free. You don't need to input any card details. You can simply sign up and start hosting a domain straight away. You get our fast, secure WordPress hosting. It's much easier than setting up with any other free WordPress hosting methods. You can start with our free WordPress hosting and then scale up with your personal website as it grows, and easily choose another package which might suit if you have got yourself a quite large website. Now, there aren't any tricks with this free WordPress hosting. You simply sign up. You don't even need to put your details in, so you know that there's going to be no recurring payment unless you choose to get another package, and you get all the benefits of using the SeekaHost.app custom-made unique dashboard that has everything all in one place, nice and easy for you to manage anything such as your WordPress hosting, your domains, and anything else that you might have all in one easy place. So let's go ahead and find out exactly how to get your free WordPress hosting working, how you can get started with SeekaHost.app. And as always, don't forget to hit that like button or subscribe if you haven't already. And you can keep up with all of our latest news and other free features such as expiry domain checker and other really cool things that you might need in the future. So guys, you're going to get started by coming to SeekaHost.app. Now, of course, a prerequisite to having your free hosting is having yourself a domain first. So, of course, if you have got your domain, super easy to connect. We'll show you in a minute how you can just change your name servers, and you can just connect straight to our free WordPress hosting. If you don't have a domain, you can easily get one from SeekaHost.app. It takes a few minutes. Choose the perfect domain for you, research it a bit, find out what's the best web address that could suit your blog, personal website, or whatever else you're starting here with us. Finding a domain is simply as easy as typing it into the search bar over here, pressing search and then finding the domain, seeing if it's available, and then registering it with us. Great, so this one's available. The link will be in the description, so make sure to check it out and come on over and check out the packages. And from the top of the site, we're simply just going to scroll down a little bit. And as you can see here, we have our completely free WordPress hosting. For up to one site, you get 500 megabytes, 3 gigabyte data transfer, no ads within the WordPress hosting, free Ssl Certificate, DDoS protection, and all the great stuff that you need to keep yourself secure, protected, and make sure that your site is online and safe, including backups that we take from the back end as well to make sure that you're completely safe. As previously mentioned, you can also easily scale up to any of the other WordPress hosting sites, and it's as simple as just upgrading your particular package. So when you do feel that you might need a little bit more space, or you might want a few more features, such as a free email account, you can of course upgrade to the next package when you do feel so. However, nobody's going to be pushing you here from SeekaHost. There's no payment details taken for the free WordPress hosting at all, so you can choose at your own time and leisure when to actually move up, or if you do want to upgrade. So let's go ahead and check out the free hosting over here. So I'm just going to go ahead and click buy now. I've had to blur out the details on my screen. However, as you can see, it's totally free, £0, no card details needed, and you can simply continue to subscribe to this package. There we go, easy as that. We've now got that, and we can go back to the SeekaHost dashboard. And if you haven't got an account with us, also is absolutely free. Once you do register it, you'll have to register your details such as name, address, and stuff like that. No payment details needed. Simply register yourself, get yourself a free account here on SeekaHost if you haven't already, and then you can get the free WordPress hosting. Now that you've done that, you can return back to the SeekaHost dashboard. Simply click on the top left, click on the dashboard, and it will take you back to your main dashboard. Here you can find all of your WordPress sites, your domains, tracking sites, PBM blogs, which we don't really have to worry about with at the moment. At the moment, we just want to check that our WordPress or our free WordPress site has worked. For this, we're going to go up to WordPress sites. It's going to be a bit harder to see with my one because I have a few more sites. However, as you can see there, it's 16. I had 15 on my account before, and I've now got 16 because I got the free WordPress hosting. So we got our free hosting. What do we do next? Well, now, of course, is the time to connect our domain. Connecting our domain to our hosting will make everything live, and people will be able to click your domain to go to the site that of course you have developed, all for free here on SeekaHost.app. So from here on the top right, and of course if you are a new member, this will be displaying 0 of 1, so you have one space for your free WordPress hosting to use. You're going to come up to the top and click create WordPress site, and then it's just a case of putting in your domain. So just go ahead, paste our domain, and then put in a blog title. Once that's done, you can actually scroll down and you will see your free WordPress hosting, free usage over there. You get your site usage 0 out of 1, so let's just go ahead and use our package over here, click that, and then go to add WordPress site. Another neat feature that you get on SeekaHost.app is if you click the optional options options over here, it's also going to give you a number of plugins that you can install automatically. So this is going to be, as soon as you open up your WordPress site, they will have these already pre-installed. As a default, we have the WP Mail SMTP, htaccess editor, file manager, and Updraft Plus, because they are really required for any WordPress site. After that, if you do want to choose anything else on here, you can simply check it like that and then click Add WordPress Site with that selected. I'm not going to need that, so I'm just going to go ahead and click Add WordPress Site. This will now take you back to your list over here, and this just now needs a minute or two just to configure, and then it's ready to get the name servers inputted. Now, one important notice here is that if you already have your domain here with us at SeekaHost, that's it. That's all you need to do now. So you don't need to change the name servers. They're going to be set on default name servers that are for us here at SeekaHost. So once you've done this, you can go ahead, enable your Ssl Certificate, and you're ready to go. If you are using a different domain, you can also change custom name servers just to make sure that your domain is pointing to your blog, which we're going to go ahead and do right now. Awesome. So with that uploaded, we can see that it's online and active now. We can go ahead to the action button over here. As you can see, we have our name server 1 and we have our name server 2. This is the only two things, or these are the only two things that we need to connect with our domain to make that connection from our hosting to our domain. Again, if you have got yourself a domain already, go back to your provider, open up the manage domain or manage name servers task, open up the manage name servers area or manage domain area, go to change domain servers, and we're going to change them over right now. So I'm going to start a duplicate page on the right hand side. I'm going to go to my dashboard and I'm just going to go to my domains over here so we can configure this domain so it connects up with your WordPress hosting. Straight away you can go ahead and get editing. If I scroll down the list over here, we're going to see that we have it right here, mydanceshift.com. If we go ahead to this little blue button, or if you are on a different hosting, it's just going to be on manage domain options. As you can see, it's currently pointing to these name servers right here, which are not the correct name servers. We want them to be matching this. Once they're matching, that's all that we need to do, and that is completely done. So to do this, most other registrars also will have a domain lock. You should have one. It's a much more secure way to do it. People can't change stuff behind your back on your website. So what we're going to do is we're just going to unlock it to make sure that we can make the changes correctly. And we're going to come over to name servers, find the relative bit for you to make sure that it's the right name servers. If you are using SeekaHost, you can simply choose use default name servers. I'm going to go ahead and put them manually just so you can also see. So your first name server is going to be name server 1. I'm just going to click that, and that's going to be the NS1, and we're going to replace this over here, paste, and it's going to be NS1 WP app controlroom.com, or whatever you've been provided. Next up, let's go to NS2, and then we're going to paste that right into here, paste, and now that's all we need to do. We're going to click on change name servers. That will then change the name servers over, and now the connection has been made between your domain and your free WordPress hosting. We can just come back to overview, and of course make sure to lock your domain after you do this. Don't leave it unlocked, that will leave you vulnerable to other attacks or security risks. So lock this bad boy back up, and now we can come back to our hosting panel. Now, here with SeekaHost, just to explain you a little bit about the actual dashboard of your particular WordPress hosting. This will now just take a few minutes just to set up the connection, and in the meantime, let's just go over some of the basics of this dashboard. Over here, the account manage option over here is going to take you to your password and your username. This is going to be your password and username to log into the back end of your WordPress. Once you've got it up and running, you can either click the site login button over here, or you can of course put your domain name, so www.mydomainname.com, put a /, put wp- and then admin. That will also take you to the back end of your site. You can then use your account manager option over here to get your password, your username, and then you're in and you can start editing. Next up, the backup option over here. If you do want to take a backup of your site or check for any pre-existing backups, you can also check your disk space over here. Your SSL, which is a free SSL certificate to make sure that it's secure. It's a HTTPS rather than the HTTP connection, making sure that people aren't able to phish the data that people are inputting into your website, making it much more secure again. We're going to go through that in just a second. You've got any email accounts that are connected to this, which you can click through right here, and we do provide some of the cheapest email hosting that is actually out there at the moment through our email hosting button over here. If you don't want to use that, you can of course upgrade your package to the next package of WordPress hosting, which is £1 per month, and that will also give you the free email included. Next up, we have any add-ons, and you can also manage your subscriptions here. You can see what you're paying for, how much you're paying, and check everything very easily with one button over here. So with that done, what we want to do is we now want to enable the HTTPS and make sure that your free WordPress hosting website is completely secure. First of all, what I suggest doing is going to leaf DNS, and if you're seeing any X's such as this, that means it's not ready yet. That means leave it another 5-10 minutes, just wait a bit. It means that they need to propagate, so the name servers need to propagate, meaning the connection needs to be made. Sometimes it's instant, sometimes it can take up to an hour or two. So Leave it 5 minutes, come back, recheck. Once this has got all the ticks down the page, which we'll see shortly, then you're good to go ahead and activate the Ssl certificate. Let's just go ahead, click on the Leaf DNS, and over here that you can see that now we have a lot of ticks, which is a bit different to our 2 X's that we had before. This means the propagation has been done, the connection's been made between your domain and your WordPress hosting, and that's all you need to do now. We can also go ahead and activate the SSL. To do so, just click on SSL, then go ahead and click the button over here. Once clicked, you're going to see that it will be activated in around 30 minutes, and it's completely free and secures your site. Absolutely brilliant service. Let's just come over to here. So once you enable your SSL certificate, you'll be live. You can log on. You've got an SSL safe website, so HTTPS, and also you're going to see a little preview on the left-hand side of your website. And guys, that is literally it. You can now go ahead, click to site login over here, and now guys, you can simply go ahead and start editing your site. To go to your site login, click the site login button. If you want to get your username and password, you go to the account manager over here, grab your username and password, click on login site, and as you can see, we have a completely live site to start editing. And if you are looking for how to start your site, we have lots and lots of YouTube videos, Udemy courses, and anything else to help you get started. So thanks for watching, guys. I really hope that has helped get you online. If you've got your domain, you can get hosting straight away for free with SeekaHost. And of course, if you do want yourself a personalized domain, something to really suit your website, we've got some of the cheapest prices out there as well. So grab yourself a domain that's really going to suit your website, get hosting for free, and start growing your online presence.